I'm here with Lauren DeBose, one of the presidential candidates for the year of 2020, and we're going to ask her some questions so you guys can get to know her a little better. I'm here with Maya Bliss, who is also running for the president position in the 2020 year.
My name is Christian Alvarez, and I am running for your 2019-2020 ASB president position.
Lauren, if you had the power to create the best possible school, what would you do?
You know, Noah, that's a really great question. Everyone has a different interpretation of the best school possible, but my idea of the best school would involve people being eager to gain an education, motivated to work hard, everyone on campus showing kindness and respect to one another, and people being heavily involved and participating in the school activities, attending the dances, getting excited at the assemblies, cheering on our sports team, and just having fun. So the main idea would be involvement.
Awesome.
Great question. Well, I've spoken to a lot of students around Half Moon Bay High School, and I know that a lot of them have amazing ideas that they feel as though they cannot implement because they're not heard by the leadership class, I would say. So one of my main goals for next year is to eliminate this gap between the student body and the leadership class. This is on top of raising spirit participation, which means holding events and activities that students will really want to be a part of, such as themed football games, Battle of the Classes, Taco Truck Tuesdays. We have recycling in classrooms, but we have no recycling bins in the upper lot or lower lot or really around campus. So I definitely want to find a way where we can fund recycling bins all around campus. Funding for a new pool, new prom venue, sanitary products in the restrooms. All of this to really just help improve our school and make next year the best year it possibly could be.
I had a whole speech about how I was going to explain myself on what I do if I had the power to create the best possible school, but I'm going to keep it real and tell you what I could expect next year, whether I'm president or not. President is just a title, and I feel like just because you're president doesn't mean you have the authorities to change the way the school works. I feel like we, the students of Half Moon Bay High School, could be heard and collab with leadership and get ideas out and make new ideas for assemblies, homecoming dances, spirit activities, and just, activities and events in general.
What would you say to a student that feels that she or he may be vulnerable and alone or without friends?
Yeah, that's a really important situation. That's never a good feeling. As a peer helper on campus, I took the course last year, and I learned a lot of tools and resources to help someone who's in that situation, who's feeling vulnerable, alone, and without friends. The first thing I would do would show compassion and empathy to them. I would want to be a friend that they can turn to, an ear if they need someone to listen while they talk about how they're feeling. I would just do whatever I can to support them so they don't feel alone, vulnerable, and without friends, because that's not a good feeling.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing to know is that you are not alone. Everyone feels lonely one time or another. You can surround yourself with people and still feel alone. I think the most important, what at least helps me is keeping myself busy. If you focus on your interests and find what you love, or even just getting a job, working straight on your homework after school, just spending time with your family. There's also so many people you can talk to. We have our peer helpers here on campus. We have Our teachers are very easy to approach. Our counselors, of course, and just your peers. I think what I love about Half Moon Bay High School is how close we all are, no matter what our backgrounds are. We've all grown together, and I think that that's really beautiful because we develop these friendships and relationships with people that we may never have if we went to any other school, and that is really amazing. So just know that you are not alone, and there's so many people here to help you with feeling confident with yourself.
I'm a pretty caring person, so no lie. I would go up to the person who is alone and go up to them and speak to them, have a conversation, have them hang out with my friends because I know that's what I do and what I want if I were alone, and introduce them to the school. In the quad, I know a lot of people hang out there and they're pretty accepting towards people who are new.
What would you say is the greatest problem facing our fellow students today?
I think the greatest challenge facing my fellow students today would be the pressure and stress from the world today. I think everything has been, or at least for me, everything's super fast-paced right now, and I think that prevents us from finding time to enjoy the little things in life, and it's really important to make time for the things that make us happy.
Great.
I think the greatest challenge that we face today is balance. We are at a time in our lives where we are the oldest we've ever been, but we are not adults yet, almost there. And I think we are held to such expectations. A lot of the time we feel as though we are put onto a timeline. And that is really not true. I think it's important to know that no matter where you are, we have time. You do not need to know exactly what you are doing right now in your lives. So we struggle to balance our jobs, our family life, along with schoolwork, social life. Maybe you have a significant other. Just as well as keeping time for yourself. I think it can be really overwhelming to people. And learning how to balance all of these different variables in your life is definitely the most challenging for young people, especially in high school during this time.
The greatest challenge facing my fellow classmates nowadays is striving for perfection, being number one, trying to compete with them, trying to be better than everyone else. But that shouldn't be the norm of society.
So let's say you had 30 minutes in your free day. What would you do with those 30 minutes?
Like I said in the previous question, I think everything has been super fast-paced lately. I have a really busy schedule most weeks, so I would use that 30 minutes to spend time with friends and family, just take a step back to relax and recuperate from life.
Yeah.
Wow, 30 minutes of free time. That's hard. So I would either sleep, because junior year will be lacking on that lately, or just grab a few friends and go and jump the ocean, because I have not been doing that enough recently, and I think that jumping in the ocean or just doing something that makes you feel alive, it's really important to continue in your lives even if you are super busy. So I think that is what I would do if I had 30 minutes of free time.
If I had 30 minutes of free time, I would take a break from the world and enjoy good conversation and eat food with my friends. You know, watch a TV show, you know, have a good laugh. Enjoy those 30 minutes of free time as if they were going to be my last.
It's a great question. Thank you.
Thank you, Noah.
Nice talking to you.
You too.